Hello, I'm Anne Duncan. I'm giving you this presentation on Sila, an innovative manufacturing company who are producing silicone anodes for electric vehicle batteries. The purpose of this report is to discuss who Sila are, the electric vehicle industry, the core competencies of Sila, and look at frameworks applicable to them within the electric vehicle battery industry. So who are Sila? A batteries materials startup founded by one of Tesla's early engineers. We're using silicon to make battery anodes instead of graphite. CEO and company founder Gene Berdichevsky, a former Tesla engineer, started the company in 2011 with a mission to power the world's transition to clean energy. After starting in 2011, they received their first federal grant in 2012. This enabled them to move to a new headquarters, begin a new production line, file a patent, and begin a partnership with Mercedes-Benz. Electric vehicles. There are three types of electric vehicles available to consumers. Sila are making anodes for the battery electric vehicle market. Taking a snapshot of the electric vehicle industry, EVs, as they are known, are growing in popularity with forecasted sales of 114 million units by 2040, with China being the biggest market. Major brands such as General Motors, Ford, and VW are making the move towards electric vehicles. These graphs show the growth of electric vehicles. The main market in 2022 was China. Reports are suggesting that electric vehicles will reduce the need for oil by 5 million barrels a day by 2030. What are Sila's core competencies? Here we can see the core competencies of Sila. They have industry knowledge, they have the backing of a major car brand, federal and government funding is helping the business grow through research and development. They are also building a new manufacturing plant which will enable them to replicate their production plants around the globe. Before we take a deeper look at Sila's core competencies, we can see here the 3 Horizons framework, which explains how a company can take a vision and plan ahead for where they want to be and by when. It enables a company to create a forward planning strategy. Looking into the core competencies further, we can examine the Porter's 5 Forces framework seen here on this slide. Overviewing 2 of these forces, threat of entry, which looks at specialist knowledge, economies of scale, protection of technological advances, and barriers to entry. And another, the power of buyers, which considers number of customers in the market, price sensitivity, cost of changing, and ability to substitute. Being able to examine and understand how these forces affect a company will enable them to set an agenda for how the business will move forward in the industry. Resources and capabilities of a company can be looked at using the VRIO framework. How do businesses understand that they are different and how do they obtain a competitive advantage? This slide spells out what the VRIO framework is looking at. If we take 1 point, for example, what value does Sila have? Well, they are creating an environmentally friendly product. The raw materials will create an overall cheaper product, and the product they are creating will improve energy efficiency. This is what makes the product valuable within the industry. How does the future look? Key points to mention when looking at how Sila should move forward. Federal funding of around 3.1 billion is being given to boost domestic production of batteries and materials for electric vehicles, and Sila has the knowledge and the funding from investments to continue research and development strategies. Sila have put forward a plan for building a manufacturing plant that will act as a blueprint for other plants globally. This slide shows a pastel analysis of how the macro environment and what external factors may influence their decisions and the overall outcome. Some of the key takeaways from each section are government giving grants for production of new technologies, electric vehicles are becoming more the norm, technology is advancing, and global emission targets. Moving forward with the proposed business plan is a positive step forward. Scylla is in a good position to make this move forward and gain a competitive advantage. Production of this product meets sustainable development goals, and the Electric Vehicle Readiness Index shows that countries across the globe are gearing themselves towards an electric vehicle market. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation. Please see below for references.